Hello, once again, and welcome. This is actually going to be a pretty serious stream for once. Just let me get the setup done. I won't play an intro in case it pisses anyone off. Yeah, but it's been brought to my attention that the dude last night was. Oh, sorry, I'll post a link. Yeah, I still need to do the setup. The dude last night was criticising Erica, which is unacceptable. Oh, welcome, Pixie. Good to see you. And join if you can. Seriously, keep me under control. I am like raging mad at the moment. If you can, only if you can. Thank you.
He was criticizing Sunshine.
The dude and Praise. I'm not sure
Like
about.
I don't know either of those people very well, except that they're stupid and very condescending and they like to call people names. But I don't know why some like rageaholic yelling drunk guy thinks he has any room to be speaking about Sunshine in any kind of sideways manner.
That is why I started the stream. I'll play the video. Not all of it, just yeah. But this is what got me upset. Just I'll mute and I'm going. Actually, I started the stream. I wanted to be all angry and upset and calling the dude a motherfucking cunt and all that, but I'm not gonna do. I'm only gonna pause the video when I spot like a logical fallacy or when I have something genuine to criticize. So I can't be accused of bias. Do you know what I mean? But this is the video.
Mm-hmm.
And it's someone who we hold dearly. Who knows what the fuck is going on with some of these retards? Who knows?
Yes, Praise. I have no idea. I mean, it shocked me big time. I didn't even be.
And sorry, just to be clear, from this point on, they are talking about Erica Pixie, just so you know.
Yeah, because Erica did something so shocking, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, can I just welcome Midnight? Stop changing your name. It confuses me.
Nope. Anywho, what happened here? What's going on with the?
I don't know. Apparently, they're fixing to talk some smack about dear Sunshine, and that's going to anger me greatly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is about Erica. Yeah, I've been hearing.
Erica.
Things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just been hearing things about her. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She's a cute old
Look,
lady. What's she gonna do?
I am absolutely indifferent to Olive. Don't fucking care either way. Praise and the dude are I don't know either of them well, but they're very annoying and they kill my brain cells and they like to yell and call names a lot. And so I just know that I'm just going to be really, really fucking irritated.
Actually, they have been very good to me in the past. But what they said about Erica, let me finish. But what they said about Erica, it's got me riled up, and I'm full out at war with at least the dude, and by association, Praise, because he says some pretty shitty things as well.
I understand they've. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, go. Sorry.
I was asking you a question. I want you to finish first because you may answer it, and I just thought you were done. That was my bad.
No, I was done. I was gonna say, but let's watch the video first. If you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know they've always been nice to you, but like I said, although my experience with them is that they kill my brain cells and they insult people, and one of them possibly may drink too often and yell a lot. But that's, that's, and I don't know either of them very well. So while I understand that they've been good to you, is what they're about to do indicative of like a typical thing they would do to throw somebody under the bus?
Yeah, basically, if you disagree with anything they say when it comes to Jesus,
then this is what they'll do.
this is what they'll do, no matter who
Okay.
it is, no matter what they said. If
Got you. Thank
dis-
you.
Yeah, that's it.
Believe it at first.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yep. The person who, let's say, prostituted herself, she's so stupid that she thinks that she's on nobody's side, only on Jesus's side. That is a special kind of stupid. When you think that you're just doing,
Excuse me?
Right? Yes. I said I wouldn't get angry. I just
No,
want
I'm
to.
angry.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be. What I'm saying is, he just said that Erica prostituted herself. We've yet to find out how. And
What? And he
that's,
called her stupid. He's called her stupid. He's called her
Yeah.
retarded. He said that by only being on Jesus's side, that she's an idiot. What else is he? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Well, I mean, even it's playing devil's advocate here. Even if that's true, who gives a shit?
yeah, but I'm guessing, I don't want to pretend to be a prophet or anything, but I'm guessing, I've not seen the full video. I'm guessing Erica said she didn't want to take a side, so she just said, I put it all into Jesus' hands, which is what she always said, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But
Or
to do-
sometimes she's nice to both sides, and people will be like,
Yeah.
"Why are you being nice to them?" And she's like, "I'm only on Jesus's side," and then they get
Yeah.
mad at her.
That's what I mean. But to call her a prostitute, oh, she's prostituted herself, and like a special kind of stupid, just because they disagree with her, and Erica was just saying, I don't want to get it. I'm presuming, I bet my life that Erica just said, I don't want to get involved in an argument, I'll leave it all up to Jesus, because she always says that, and that's fine.
Look, I think Sunshine is a lot closer to the thing that they claim Jesus is than they are. So they should probably shut the fuck up.
And welcome, Bond. Yeah, join when you can. And I know I said I will be rude to them, but I'm trying my best not to be. I am at all out war with the dude, and if dude prays or Olive ever see this, don't let me onto your channel, because I will rip the fucking shit out of you. I will beat you to within fucking inch of your life, not literally, metaphorically, verbally. I'm saying. But I'm trying to be calm for the sake of the stream. Just analyze it logically and calm. So I'm mad as fuck, but yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, but fuck that. Fuck them. No, I don't. I think they look like idiots right now. Idiots with zero self-awareness. Because how dare you? How dare you even have the audacity, being the kind of fucking bottom of the barrel, hateful, spiteful, name calling, fragile ego, flip flopping, fucking moron out killing brain cells. How dare you have the audacity to say anything about Sunshine? Like, ever.
everything for the Lord, you've missed the boat that the Lord wants you to love your brethren and to stand on the gospel.
He's couple in the shower.
In the shower, yeah. And the idea that you could be neutral in any of this, it's mind-boggling. So what this person did who prostituted herself, she
No,
basically
you know what?
allowed
Pause.
unsaved devils
That's
to
BS. How many times have they been neutral? How many times have they been like, well, I like you both. Well, I'm not getting into this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, not only am I not neutral, I am clearly in Sunshine's corner. But not only am I not neutral, I completely support that she gets to be. And fuck you for saying otherwise. Anyway.
And Bond, let me just. This stream started before the other one was over. Never given a chance to talk about it first, just booted. I don't understand. Do you mean this, my stream? Or. Yeah, if you can explain further. I'll just join, if you can. I don't know whether he means this stream now, or whether there was another stream before this stream that I'm playing, and he got booted from the other. Yeah, the stream you are reviewing. Oh, so you got booted from this stream. I get you. From that stream. You know it gets confusing. Praises. Yeah, cool. Right, we shall continue.
Run an infomercial on how they're the victims, and she facilitated all of it.
Wait. Again with the he's trying to use big words. Pause it again.
It's hard for my brain to register.
He's doing it again. He's trying to use big words to make her offense sound really great. But what does he mean? She facilitated it. I'm pretty sure she didn't have a stream where she hosted these people and applauded them. If by facilitated, you mean she listened, or she tried to understand their perspective, or that they discussed it in her presence, or that she sympathized with their feelings, then sure, I guess. Fuck her for being what is with these people?
Yeah, that is a great point, actually. Yeah, I'm guessing again, because I've not seen the whole thing, but I'm guessing that, yeah, she didn't immediately take the dude and praise his position, therefore she's a, yeah.
Therefore she's facilitating their victimhood?
Yeah, I think
the hell? These people are nut jobs. They're if that's all it takes to burst your fragile little ego and make you flip on someone as sweet and yes, as neutral as sunshine, then there's something really wrong with you. And Jesus hasn't fixed it yet, so try harder.
That's another great point, yeah. How fragile do you have to be in your belief that anyone who disagrees with you even slightly, you kick or get banned or criticised? Just how weak is your faith? Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, not even just your faith, not just your faith, your character. How weak is your character, and why hasn't your Jesus fixed that yet? Dude, pray about it. Work on it. Do something. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah, there's something very, like you said, frail. Yeah, they can't be criticised in case they're wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong. Give me your best argument, and then if you change my mind, then I'll change my mind. These people don't want to be criticised, don't want people to disagree with them in case they have to change their mind. That is just dishonest. But anyway, whatever.
Register it. Yeah. Not a word out of her of the vile shit that Smokey has said about his victim, about Praise and Olive's parents, about Praise himself, about Olive's child, my child, SFT's children. So the idea
pause again. Pause again.
Got a mental disability.
No, pause again. I don't know. That's bullshit. I don't care. You know what? She has never been Smokey's cheerleader. I have talked smack about Smokey in front of her, and she did not stop me. She did not try to correct me. She never once waved any fucking pom-poms. Not once.
Yeah,
what she doesn't do,
honestly.
Yeah,
like,
what she doesn't do is run around talking the kind of shit I talk. Because she's not me. Suck it up.
But if I can just say, everything that the dude just said was about Smokey and Dave. It wasn't about Erica. He's not saying that Erica said all these things. You know
No,
what I mean?
it's that it doesn't matter. It's that Erica's neutral. And we don't even know that she's neutral to Smokey. She could be neutral to somebody who's friends with Smokey. We don't even know with the way these people are, right? The point is she's neutral. She's not out there saying this. She's not out there talking shit like they are, like I am, like somebody else. And apparently
Yeah.
that means that he gets to get up here and say that she's a special kind of stupid and she's retarded and that she's
she's
prostituting
prostituting.
herself and facilitating people's victimhood, and
Yeah.
it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. But welcome, Bond, and I think you know more about this than me, so you can kind of take over.
Hey, Bond.
Well, good to see you, man. Cheers. Except you can't take over the video because, yeah.
Oh, I was muted.
Bullshit. Bullshit, because when you're here, you know that those things happened. But when you were there, you couldn't recall them. And you know she's prostituting herself because Smokey called her a vile, skank, dead brain, rancid piece of shit is what he called her. And she said something like, thanks for the compliment, you know, whatever. But then she determined that herself that words don't bother her, right? Words don't bother her. She's special.
Oh, because
You know,
she's forgiving. Because
there's
she's
words in the
forgiving,
Bible.
and because she doesn't
wonder if
have
they
their
bother-
fragile ego. Because she's forgiving, which your God told you to do. Because she loves her enemies, which your God says she should do. And because her ego is not as fragile as yours, I'm supposed to believe she's less than you. You're not making a compelling argument, okay? You're just not.
And I said earlier I would only interrupt on like logical things. He said she prostituted herself. I've just looked up the definition of prostitute. A person, in particular a woman, who engages in sexual activity for payment. He's saying she's a prostitute because she
Because he called her, because he insulted her.
Yeah, nothing to do with sex. And as far as I
No.
know, no money was exchanged. So he's
Because
wrong
he
on-
insulted her. Yeah, he insulted her, and she decided those
Yeah.
words didn't matter to her, and that somehow makes her fucking awful and stupid and less than them.
Yeah. So on a purely logical level, he's wrong.
They do eventually make reference to her bending over and letting them have their way with her.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to see it. I haven't watched that.
This really the thing that triggered this all was Erica saw Smokey in a live stream, and they've exchanged a few words, and so she clicked the link to go address them, you know, one-on-one. And what triggered them is that she said both sides have said some pretty disgusting things and have said some things they shouldn't have. And the whole both sides have done this really got them upset.
But they're doing it right now. They're just proving her right. I mean, what are they going to
Yeah.
do? They're going to be mad at her because they sat up here and proved her right?
Yeah, I'm just saying what triggered this stream. And what I meant by that comment was the stream that Erica was in was still going when they went live. So it was like an instant response, and there was never even the person they hold so dearly to, this friend they're so close with, was never given
And
a chance.
Olive is so shocked. She's so shocked.
Yeah.
These people are fucking ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
I don't know if you've seen the start of the stream, but I'm guessing what happened was Erica said, I'm staying neutral. I don't want to get involved in an argument. I'll leave it up to Jesus. Is that basically what she said?
She said that she is on, I forget the exact words, but essentially she says, I'm with Jesus. I'm on Team Jesus, whatever, you know.
That's what she always says.
Oh, that doesn't deserve this kind of time. Oh, right. I'm going to mute. Yeah. Fucking. No, I'm not. I'm not actually going to meet. Dude, if I ever speak to you again, you motherfucker, I'm going to verbally, only because I can't physically, kick the living shit out of you, you motherfucker. I advise you never to let me on your fucking channel again. I will fucking destroy you, you piece of shit. Right, now I'm mute. That wasn't a logical argument, to be fair. So.
Oh, I don't know if I want to hear them keep. I can't believe. Not only that, but not only are they trying to say that that she's beneath them somehow, that she's somehow less Christian than them because she's showing some amount of grace.
Yeah, because
But they are fixing to sit here and make sexual innuendos towards this dear sister in Christ they were so shocked about. Really? And you're the better people, right?
Yeah.
Do they know how they look from the outside? Do they understand?
No. But they're calling her less of a Christian because basically she turned the other cheek and and left it up to Jesus, left it up to God. And they're calling her less of a Christian for doing that.
Well, that's why I pointed out she shows grace like their book says to. She loves her enemies like the book says to. And somehow this makes her less than them.
Yeah,
Right?
later in the stream, they say that she no longer apparently cares about what the Bible says, and she no longer cares about her Christian brothers and sisters.
While they sit here and make sexual innuendos about her, I'm so sure. I'm so sure. Like, that's not... Everything they do is just so blatantly hypocritical.
There's no self-awareness.
It's part of why they kill my brain cells. They absolutely kill my brain cells.
And it's kind of a wider problem with YouTube channels as well. You know what I mean? All the Christian infighting. Like as atheists, if you're an atheist out there, anyone who's watching, we should just stay quiet. Don't even argue with them. Just let them destroy themselves from the inside. Do you know what I mean? We don't have to do anything. They just criticize anyone who believes in the same religion but slightly differently than them. But it's game over. We don't have to do fuck all.
Yeah, it was amazing watching this happen because not only did this happen to her, but then do you know who that Mac guy is? What is he? Mac and cheese. Whatever. Yeah, he's booted from the channel. And then that Pete guy who still has this icon with the dude glasses, he was booted for the channel. And he didn't even say anything.
I never would have been allowed on. And I'm sure if I popped in, they'd boot me. And I don't care. They're pathetic. And this is a ridiculous display of just absolute patheticness.
I've got another prediction. They do this every so often. They ban everyone off their channel. I bet tomorrow or the night after, they will have a stream saying all is forgiven. You know, everyone's modded. Everyone can rejoin. No one's banned. They do this every couple of weeks.
That's even more ridiculous.
Yeah,
more proving her right.
Yeah. Honestly, I bet within the next 1 or 2 days they'll have a stream saying, "Yeah, okay, we'll let you all back on." And everything's forgiven.
It's kind of sad though, because like I know she goes to this channel at night to hang out, and then she also goes to Bill's Good News Gospel. And Good News Gospel, he showed up later. I saw, and then they basically told him, they gave him their narrative, and now he's like, "Oh, well, guess she's gone." So like channels and people that she hangs out with are now.
I haven't talked to Bill in a while. I don't have anything against him. He seems to be like I'm gonna go with the crowd and not think for myself kind of person, and I don't got room for that nonsense.
No, I like Bill, but I get what you mean. It's kind of, it's hard to work him out, but I like the guy. But anyway,
I don't care. I don't care. That I'm not going to pretend that's not a strike against you. If you listened to somebody talk shit about Sunshine
Oh no!
Sunshine. No. Listen. If you listen to somebody talk shit about Sunshine, and your first thought is not, if your first thought is not, they got something wrong, I'm gonna go talk to Sunshine.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
fuck you, because there's something wrong with you. Especially if you're taking these people's word without even talking to her. No, I don't care. That's a strike against you in my book. I don't care.
And on that subject, if anyone can get in touch with Erica and just make sure she's alright and that, I don't know. Yeah, I've just thought about it.
I will text her, but I don't know if she will text me back.
Yeah, cheers.
She usually does, but I'm just saying no guarantees.
Right, we'll carry on with the video.
To her, maybe she should start thinking about the words in the Bible and what they're saying about marking.
Maybe you should.
People withdrawing from continual evil. Nope. She decided it would be better to.
You are
prostitute herself
continual evil.
and make it appear like everybody on both sides are carrying equal guilt.
No, you carry a lot.
Really?
She doesn't.
I love
Yeah.
how you said, no, you carry a lot. And he says, really? Like he was responding to you.
No, I would have,
Did
I
you
would
notice that? That was so funny.
I would actually agree with the dude on this one. You don't carry equal blame. You carry 99.999%, if not 100%.
That was funny.
And Erica, yeah, she has none of the blame. I actually agree. It's not equal. You're a cunt. Erica is the sweetest fucking person in the fucking world. You fucking asshole. Right? I'm not going. Okay.
If I would have known that that's the way she thought, I would have launched her way before today. Way before. I don't want to fellowship with anybody.
Please tell me this guy. Please tell me this guy is drunk right now. Like he's not raging, but he has to be drunk right now because who does that? I would have launched her way before.
Yeah, I had to put.
How long was that pause before he said today? Why couldn't he think of the word today?
That was me. I paused it because.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
As soon as he said I would have launched her, I had to pause it just to.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention, and I was like, "What is wrong with this guy?"
Yeah, no, that was me.
Okay. Oh,
who
this
can't
guy's
look at
infuriating
continual
me.
evil and understand Proverbs 8. I think it's 13 or 14.
You don't understand
To fear
Proverbs
the
8,
Lord is
angry
to
little
hate
man.
evil, especially continual evil.
You are continual.
Well, this
evil.
one doesn't give a shit. And now
No, you
she's
don't.
hunky-dory again. With
She
all
is.
of
You're
the
not.
people who are the authors of continual evil, persistent, not for a month, not for 2
Whoa,
months,
whoa.
not for 6 months.
She is friends with all of the authors of continual evil. You mean God?
Yeah, God is the author of everything. According to.
Well, I mean, God said in the Bible itself that He created evil. God said He created it. I mean, what better friend to have than God, the author of continual evil? I mean, these people are so vile and so angry, and they spew so much hate. To point at Erica, of all people, of all the people on YouTube, to do this to Sunshine and not feel ridiculous makes you seem sort of unredeemable to me.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to get angry, but like I've known these people for like, well, apart from the dude, I've known personally for like 10 years, and they did help me at certain points. And yeah, but you can go too far. Do you know what I mean? And I think the dude is like a bad influence I think Praise and Olive, I don't want to say, I think they're intellectually I think they're not the brightest of bulbs. Do you know what I mean? And I think the dude is kind of influencing them. It's like Bond. Help me out here. You remember Gavin Hurleyman? Yeah.
What was it? I'm sorry, I'm looking something out. What?
You remember Gavin Hurleyman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Praise did the same with Gavin Hurleyman. He made him like chief host, co-owner of his channel.
Yeah.
I think it's the same with the dude. I kind of just. I'm not backing down. The dude is a. Yeah, is a. No, I don't know.
Yeah, Praise has a history of finding someone who can essentially be his head person.
Yeah, and I'm not sticking up for them. I think they're intellectually that way that, yeah, they're easily influenced, if I can say that. I think the dude is the main problem, and Praise and Olive just go along with it. But that doesn't excuse them either, because Praise says some pretty fucking shitty things as well. And I've not seen Olive say anything yet.
I get that they've been nice to you, and I don't tell any, like, I'm friends with people, and that's great. I don't tell you who to be friends with. I don't tell you who to talk to, and I'm not gonna, right? Like, I don't care. But
No,
I get that they've been nice to you, but I don't
Yeah.
I don't care about them.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is this is the point where, I cuss it off, and that's just going too far. And even the fact that Praise and Olive allowed it on their channel, even though I've got along with them in the past, this is, you don't talk about Erica like that. And even to allow it and not argue with the dude, Praise and Olive, yeah, just don't let me on your channel again.
Oh, why would she? Olive's waving pom-poms for the dude. Didn't you hear her earlier? She was so shocked that she could insinuate both sides may have said some things that they probably shouldn't have. It was just so shocking.
But I hope they see this, because in about maybe 6 hours, I'm guessing either Praise or Dude will be live, and I will try and join. So actually, I hope they don't see this. Then I can join and just rip them to shreds until I get kicked, and then I'll be banned forever, which is fine. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not even talking about just the calamity, Jill. The tree of good and evil was made by who? What did not exist before it came? Was there anything to be punished before God created something to be punished for? No. Keep trying and reaching. The builder and author of everything means everything, not just everything you can sugarcoat. This isn't the chocolate factory, and I'm not Willy Wonka, and I don't have to sugarcoat your bullshit.
yes, I agree. Jill, I'm not going to show you comments because you can join if you want, and I can have fun putting you backstage every 5 seconds. But
why doesn't Praise go off on Jill like this? Praise is the one out there waving pom-poms for Smokey.
But with the calamity thing, Jill, if you believe that God created everything and evil is a thing, then God created evil. It doesn't matter what it said in the Bible. If you believe that God created everything and you believe that evil is a thing, then it doesn't matter what the Bible says. God created evil because it's a thing, and God created everything.
But he fancies himself Willy Wonka. It's his job to sugarcoat his bullshit.
Yeah.
He can't think that far, because, if he thinks that far, that candy coating won't stick.
He is a troll for Jesus. Self-admitted, to be fair. Yeah. Oh my, what? Yeah, I'm going to ignore Jill.
Yeah, see, does Praise know that Jill runs around waving pom-poms for Smokey?
To be fair, I think Jill is banned on Praise's channel.
Okay, good. At least there's some sort of consistency.
Yeah, oh, that's good. He's only not banned on mine because I like to laugh at him.
So when do I get to see a stream about how Jill prostitutes himself?
Oh, that'd be good. Obviously, he does. But yeah, he's obviously in the closet. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked on Joe because yeah, I can only be angry at one thing at a time. We'll carry on with the video.
I'm trying to be less angry. That's why I'm distracting myself with Jill, because I don't care about Jill. But I'm really angry that they said
for
something
9
about
months.
sunshine.
For 2 years. 2 years. So you're a special kind of stupid. You know what? Wisconsin has the dumbest people on the planet.
Oh, now we're just gonna go after the entire state.
And sorry, yeah, just to point out that this is dude talking about Erica. Yeah,
All because Erica.
a special kind of stupid, and all people from Wisconsin, which Erica is from. Just to make it blindingly obvious, he is talking about Erica.
He also accused her of prostituting herself because she dared say the words, both sides said things that they probably shouldn't have said. And that she was on Jesus's side. That's it. That's it. That's all she said. And then they do this.
And Jill, I know I'm breaking my word by showing one of your comments. Lying liberals, I might be in later. Please join. I am in the mood for you. I will kick the fuck out of you and put you backstage every time you even fucking start to talk. Please fucking join. That is the last comment I'll be. If you stick up for praise of the dude, I don't want to ban you because you're so fucking funny. But I don't know. Just join. Unless you're a coward. Motherfucker, if you're trying to stick up lying liberals, what are we lying about?
Oh, I didn't literally mean you prostitute yourself. I was just saying they're accusing Sunshine of prostituting herself because she dared say both sides said things that they probably shouldn't have, and that she was on Jesus's side. And I just think that's a really weird thing to say. Given all the pom-poms you've waved, I was wondering if they were going to throw those allegations at you as well.
And having looked up the definition of prostitution, it had nothing to do with sex, and it had nothing to do with money. So he's wrong anyway, twice. And it was me that called you a male prostitute, Jill, not Pixar. That was me. Yeah, I think you are. I think you were closeted homosexual.
No, I don't need to learn how to read, Jill. Apparently you do. I said God created the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, good and evil. What if God is the only thing that existed? If only God existed and God alone existed and God created everything, then God created evil.
I've made myself a liar twice. Yeah, gotta go. Yeah, I bet you do, Jill. You fucking coward. Next time you're available, get back in it and I will kick the living fuck out of you if you defend the dude or praise. Oh,
He's going to say it was in the midst of the garden. It doesn't say God created it. And it says the knowledge of good and evil, not good and evil. The point is good and evil didn't exist when nothing exists. If only God existed and God is perfect and God is righteous and God is good, then no evil existed until God made evil exist. Period. The end. And sure, it's in the midst of the garden that he created out of nothing. Therefore, God created it. Keep trying.
I'm convinced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
and
convinced.
it definitely hurts too. That one really hurt. So
She prostituted herself so they could run an infomercial and
Prostituted. She
explain away all
prostituted
the continual
herself.
evil.
Okay, now I'm convinced he's drunk.
too.
She
That one really hurt.
prostituted
So
herself.
She
What's prostituted?
prostituted herself so they could run an
one really hurt. So
She prostituted herself so they could run an infomercial.
She prostituted herself.
yeah, I think we can say that he's pretty definitely drunk. Yeah. She prostituted herself. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's drunk. I know it takes one to know one, but yeah, he's fucking drunk.
And explain away all the continual evil. And literally Screwjob is saying, I've never dealt with anything like what? Well, yeah, you have. You've had the FBI at your house for terrorizing, stalking, and attacking people on the internet. You decided you were going to terrorize, stalking a bunch of free gracers, and then you got pushed back.
Terrorized free gracers. See, that's what I mean. It doesn't matter what you say. If you disagree with them, if you disagree with Free Grace or Rosas or whatever the fuck they're on about, that is enough to just, just beat you mercilessly. They're not bothered about what kind of person they are. They're just bothered about whether you disagree with them or not.
See, now that's a whole nother layer, though, that I didn't even think about. Are they themselves the free gracers he's referencing?
I think so, yeah.
Because if they themselves are the free gracers he's referencing, he just said, oh, yeah, you have dealt with something like this because I did it to you. I put it on you.
Yeah. It's just sad. Like, I'll listen to any argument and take on board what they say, see if it makes sense to me, and then if it makes sense, I'll change my mind. They're just, I believe in this has to be true. Anyone that disagrees, I'm going to ban them, I'm going to block them, I'm going to make streams about them, and call them prostitutes and liars and not Christian. Just fucking grow up, defend your position, or fuck off. Anyone who disagrees with you isn't a liar or a fucking prostitute, you fucking idiot pricks. Sorry, technically not a logical argument again. I'm sorry.
On rightly.
I'm not.
With righteous anger.
Yeah.
Saying that I caused gangrene in my mom's foot. Yeah, you did. She was under your care. Why did the state of Wisconsin and the county?
No,
I hate to break it to him, but does he know how many people get infections in the hospital?
But this is a logical argument. You're saying someone that was in the care of someone who got gangrene, the person in care of them gave them gangrene. That's not how gangrene works. That is a logical argument. He's just wrong. You don't get gangrene.
No,
someone, yeah.
He's implying that they didn't doctor it or take care of it. Which again, I don't think he understands. Do you know how many people get infections in hospitals? In hospitals. Yeah. They can go to surgery and sit in their hospital room and end up with MRSA or a staph infection or guess what? Gangrene. And they're in a hospital, right? Are you saying that the doctors gave it to him?
But I'm sure he said he laid the blame at the person who was looking after the person with gangrene. They got gangrene not because of the person who was looking after them.
Terrorized, stalking a bunch of free gracers, and then you got pushed back on rightly with righteous anger.
Yeah.
Saying that I caused gangrene in my mom's foot. Yeah.
Exactly. Caused gangrene in my mom's foot. No human can cause gangrene. You thick fucker.
That's what I'm saying. That's like saying the doctor caused the surgery patient to have MRSA. No,
if a patient dies, he's saying if a patient dies from cancer, the doctor who diagnosed her caused the cancer.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You did. She was under your care. Why did the state of Wisconsin and the county strip you of your medical power of attorney? Why did that happen to you? Because you were doing such a good job? No. Where did this idea come that I said I was going to go out on a bike trail and meet some young girls out of your mouth?
Pause. That doesn't make any sense.
They attacked
the state of pause, because he said something that does not make any sense whatsoever. He said the state of Wisconsin.
I'm switching between tabs. That's why it says well. So.
Okay, he said the state of Wisconsin revoked her medical power of attorney. That's not how that works. First of all, the state doesn't grant a power of attorney, nor does the state revoke a power of attorney. They grant guardianships and conservatorships. Some of them come with expiration dates. Those that do not come with expiration dates can be terminated, not revoked, for a variety of reasons, including the person who the guardianship is for proving that they can now manage for themselves. Now, in the case of a POA is not produced by nor revoked by the state. It is something that is, in some states, the state requires you to file it with the district clerk's office in your county. Again, not with the state. Now, the only reason a state is listed is for two reasons. One, because it goes by that state's rules, right? How that state in particular deals with their rules around the power of attorney itself, what kind of powers are granted automatically, what kind of powers have to be expressly granted, whether they can get away with a general POA or a statutory POA, that kind of thing. It also tells you what kind of requirements the notary needs to fulfill. Do they need a stamp or do they need a raised seal? What needs to be on the raised seal? All of those things. This is why the state is listed on the POA. Now, the POA is drawn by the person who wishes to give power to someone else. So if Sunshine had medical POA over her mother, it is because her mother drew up a document and gave her medical power of attorney. Now, if it was revoked, as you say, the only way that can be revoked is one of two ways. Either the mother revoked it because she felt like she didn't need it anymore or because other arrangements were made, or Sunshine said, I think this is beyond my control and she needs more than I can give her, and so I'm gonna step down, and no successor attorney in fact was named. So no, the state did not pull her medical POA. They may have assigned her a guardian or something, and a guardianship will trump a POA. And that's another way that the POA could be null and void, is because she was assigned a conservator or a guardian, which trumps the POA. But you don't make any sense. Know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do have to correct something you said. They're not talking when it comes to the whole mother getting the gangrene. They're talking about Dave the News Unit, not Erica. I know it's kind of confusing because they're talking about Erica, but then they're saying shit like that.
Okay,
You know?
well,
Yeah,
okay. It does, even if they're talking about somebody else, right?
Yeah, I just want
Like,
to correct that word.
Okay, even if I don't even like Dave the News Unit. I don't even know him that well. I went to his channel once and he was screaming at a bunch of people waving a gun around, and I never went back. So that's my impression of him, right? Don't care about it. So the point is, the state doesn't revoke a POA. That doesn't make sense.
Pixie, just to let you know, as I'm having a go at people, Dave the News Unit has made fun of two people's dead children, basically. I want to keep it to a minimal. I'll message you. Yeah.
Well, fuck that guy. I get it. Fuck that guy. But the point is,
if you were confused as to whether he's a good guy or not, don't be. He's a.
I'm not confused. Fuck that guy. But still, that just because that guy sucks doesn't mean the dude sucks less, or that the dude is making sense, because he's not making sense. The state doesn't revoke a POA. Anyway.
What was said about his wife. Brian authored that. Every piece of continual evil they authored, even talking about cuffing and fucking SFT's kids. She said, "Oh, Dave, I don't think you're a pedophile." Okay, well, let's say he's not. Well, at the very least, then he's a pedophile supporter. He's a pedophile sympathizer.
Legitimizer.
Yeah, legitimizer. She called into. She's like, "Oh well, you know, I can't verify everything that happened." She literally, in minimizing what has been done to the Free Gracers, what has been done to Praise, me, my child, Olive, her child,
Bill, too.
Yeah,
No.
Bill's. Sorry, yeah, Bill and Teresa's. Not a word out of her. She knows all these things happen. We never authored any of that stuff. We were forced to have to respond to it, and we did. And we exposed that continual evil with righteous anger. And she says that we have blame on our side for that. Really? Oh, well, you know, I just can't keep up with everything going on. Really? When Smokey's asking her, why don't you condemn your friends for what they're doing? The correct response there would be, because my friends are not authoring the evil. They're responding to it.
Amen. Amen.
You guys are authoring the evil.
That's right. They are. They are the authors of all that evil.
And I just don't understand, Dave said. I've never seen people in the Philippines are listening to this stuff and wondering what's going on. Do the people in the Philippines know that you made 300 to 400 videos about me? Screw job? Murder threats? And Erica, you don't know about that?
Oh,
Are you
come
kidding
on,
me?
Erica. You were telling us about it, Erica.
Erica's the one who told us what Brian said about Dave saying he was going to rape Erica. And she's like, oh, I don't think you said it, Dave. What? What? Us Christians have to all get together and do a better job, she says. What makes you think that they're Christians, Erica? If you've been fellowshipping with us, and you thought that they're Christians, then you're the biggest fraud that ever came on the internet. Bigger fraud than Smokey, bigger fraud than Screwjob. You now move to the top of the list of frauds, Erica. Unbelievable. I mean, I've seen stupid in my day, but not quite as on a scale like that. Literally what she did, they allowed Satan went and attacked and used a woman in the Garden of Eden to do all his damage. And she allowed herself, a woman, to be used by devils.
While you're muted.
Everyone's muted. I don't know. Oh, this is depressing.
I just,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
yeah.
No, I've got an. I accidentally kicked my. So there were two of me backstage. But I don't know how to
Yeah,
kick the other. Shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, it
For
doesn't give
clarity
it up.
purposes, for those who don't know as many legal terms, I do understand you can have your power taken away from you. The thing is, they have to do it in a roundabout way, right? They can't. Revoking a POA is a very specific term. And it's like the difference between a case being dismissed and discharged. Both of the cases are gone, but those terms mean different things. And so, like, to revoke a POA is a very different thing than to make a POA null and void. And yes, the courts can do that. One way they can do that is by appointing a conservator or a guardian, because a conservator or a guardian automatically trumps a POA, making the POA null and void, but the state cannot revoke the POA, not the same thing. Anyway. Oh, did Wild kick the wrong one?
No, he's trying to figure it out. There's two of them backstage.
Look who's back. Back again. Well, I guess it would be guess who's back, not look who's back.
And now we can't hear you again.
Yeah, because
You're muted though.
right? There's two, and it's causing a on my end. So I can't keep.
Little buddy.
I don't know.
Here's to you.
The only tab what's making all is StreamYard, and I can't get rid of it. I don't
Just
know.
imagine an entire panel full of wild hearts. Wild hearts. and slots.
I genuinely don't know what to do. I can't kick it, and I can only
I mean,
think about this. I don't know.
is it picking up for everyone else?
Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
No.
Right. Oh, this okay. I said, I'm just ringing. Another one. Come on, fucking. This is too.
What if you just reboot your computer?
No, it's stream because I actually myself and then, but I'm streaming channel. It's coming. Audio is off both. You know.
Now I'm